Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vidamscha Om Jnanatimirandasya Yananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Dena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Amchakalpatarvyascha Sitam Chintya Chintya Samastavedani Punam Shri Rupa Pantanagam Govinda Bidham Ujvalam Bharatanum Bhaktyam Vitam Sundaram Vande Vishvagurum Chandivyat Bhagavat Premno Hi Vijapradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavatanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sarikavaranam Vairagya Pidam Buddhim Shri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Vande Tam Shubhatam Marika Sharanam Nyashishvaram Sridharam Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Gaudiya Gurvam Vaye Bhatto Bhanuriva Pravataga Gane Yogaura Sankirtanahi Maya Bada Thimingilo Daragatha Nudirtha Jivani Man Krishna Prema Subdat Gahana Sukam Pradat Prabhum Tam Bhaje Namo Gaura Kishoraya Da Bhakta Badudha Murtaye Gaurangri Padma Vringaya Radha Bhavani Shevine Vande Bhakti Vinodam Shri Gaura Shakti Svarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radharasa Sudhanidhim Gaura Praya Shita Shishair Vaishnavar Bandya Vigraham Jagannatha Prabhum Bande Privabdhim Britha Vaishnavam Vamcha Kalpataruvyaschа Kripa Sindhuvyevacha Patitanam Bhavanevi Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Vamcha Tatvanmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupasvarupakam Bhakta Vattaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Namo Mahavadanjaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Name Gora Vishe Namaha Jayatam Suratapam Gaur Mama Manda Matergati Mat Sarvasva Paramboja Radha Madana Mohanam Ivyad Brindaranya Kalpadrumadaha Shrimad Radnagara Simhasanastau Shri Gandharva Shila Govinda Devao Prestalibi Sevyamano Shmarami Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vamshi Bhatha Tatha Stitha Karsham Venushvanai Gopir Gopinata Shriye Stunaham Vindaya Tulasi Devyaya Priyaye Kesavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pradevi Satyavatya Namo Nama Atanatva Mantra Gurum Bhagavathartadhan Yasanjagat Gurunadva Tato Jaya Mudirayet Yasaya Yajasa Parikara Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundar Parapanam Jayastu Jayasa Parikara Shri Guru Gaura Chandra Girirashu Parapadmanam Jayastu Sakala Vaishnava Pare Mona Namaskar Vide Kijwa Paradhana Kamara Oya Chenuvem Prabhu Jakt Vakta Jan Pandana Kuriyami Sabara Charana Namami Chupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Swami Shri Bhaktivedanta Prabhupadaya Te Nama Gurvagyam Shri Rasi Dirtva Shaktya Vesha Svarupine Hare Krishna Ti Mantrena Pachatya Prachatarine Vishvacharya Pravarya Ya Divya Karunya Murtaye Shri Bhagavata Madhurya Gita Gyana Pradayine Gaura Shri Rupa Siddhanta Saraswati Nishevine Radha Krishna Paramboja Vringaya Gurave Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sarisi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Shivandana Ki Jai. Dandavad, dear devotees, welcome to Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission morning readings. Today we will continue reading Sri Guru and His Grace, the 6th chapter, which is called I Command You, Become Guru. This is a book, a compilation of the holy talks of our Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Guru Maharaj, and we offer our obeisances to his holy lotus feet, and hopefully we will be utilized today for service. Sri Guru and His Grace Ki Jai. Jai Srila Sridhar Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. I command you, become Guru. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Bhiriditham Kalmasha Paham Javana Mangalam Srimad Attatam Bhubi Grinanti Te Burida Janaha. O Krishna, the nectar of your words and the narrations of your pastimes give life to us, who are always suffering in this material world. This nectar is broadcast all over the world by great souls, and it removes all sinful reactions. It is all auspicious and filled with the spiritual power. Those who spread this message of Godhead are certainly doing the greatest relief work for human society and are the most magnanimous welfare workers. This is what is necessary, and this is what is universal. Everyone can be satisfied to the highest degree in their hearts only by the nectar of Krishna's words and the nectarine descriptions of his activities. This is because Krishna is Rasobaisa, the reservoir of all pleasure, and Akila Rasamrita Murti, ecstasy himself. Krishna's very nature is sweet. Madhuram madhuram vapurasya vibhor, madhuram madhuram bandana madhuram, madhugandhi mirdu smitam etat aho, madhuram 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 madhuram. O Lord Krishna, the beauty of your transcendental form is sweet, but your beautiful face is even sweeter. The sweetest smile on your face, which is like the sweet aroma of honey, is sweeter still. I'm being nectarized. This verse is found in Bilbamangala Thakur's Krishna Karnamritam. He says, sweet, 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 sweetness. Krishna is sweetness personified. At my first sight, I thought Krishna was Cupid, who can capture everyone. But then I saw, no, this is not like lust personified, which can be experienced only in the material world. This is Chinmaya, a spiritual substance. I see that this sweetness is spiritual in characteristic. I feel it. It is the very gist of all sweetness. What is this? My eyesight is being nectarized. I am experiencing nectar pouring on my eyes. O Krishna has already conquered my heart. I'm captured, I'm captivated by sweetness personified. Maras vayam na nu madhura yutti mandhalam nu. Madhuryam eva nu manno naya nam ritam nu. Benimidyo nu mamma jivita balabo nu. Baloyam abhidayate mama lochanaya. My dear friends, where's Krishna? Who is Cupid personified? Brilliant as a kadamba flower? Where is Krishna? Sweetness himself, the sweetest nectar for my eyes and mind. Where is Krishna, who loosens the hair of the gopis? He is the supreme source of divine bliss. He is my life and soul. Has he come before my eyes again? This is Bilba Mangala Thakur's statement in the Krishna Karnamritam. Whatever type of sorrow or affliction there may be, all different layers of painfulness will be removed. This nectar of the words and pastimes of Krishna gives us life. It gives us hope that we can live a higher life, that we were not created only to suffer in this mortal world, but to live a life which can soar up and transcend this painful life of mortality. We have that sort of life of vitality in our own intrinsic form. The speculationists say that Krishna consciousness only does away with all sinfulness, but there is only an external acquaintance with Krishna consciousness. Sin is nothing in comparison with his purifying capacity. As soon as we come in contact with Krishna, even in the form of mere sound through the ear, our real welfare begins to awaken. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitarnam. Krishna consciousness is infinitely surcharged with all the resources of our welfare. And those who can distribute Krishna consciousness to the world are really benevolent and kind-hearted. Give the most who give Krishna to those who are helpless and disappointed. Only this sort of transaction should be continued in the world to save these souls suffering from the disease of mortal connection. Divine nectar. The descriptions about Krishna are like divine nectar. So, go on with this transaction, always giving Krishna consciousness. And if you give Krishna consciousness, you will have an ample supply of Krishna consciousness that will descend from the higher position. If you're sincere to distribute Krishna consciousness, you'll have no want in your own capital. New capital will be supplied to you as much as you can give it to others. You will have connection with the infinite source. So go on. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Yare dekha tarikaha Krishna upadesha, Amara agyaya guru hanna tara eidesha. Whomever you find, talk with him only about Krishna. You have no other engagement. Whomever you find, any soul you come across, try to save him from this desert of mortality. I command you, don't be afraid. Take the position of Guru, the giver, and give it to everyone. Then Mahaprabhu says, Kabhu na ba dhibe tomara vishaya taranga, punarapi ei thani phave mora sanga. And in this transaction you will find my backing. If you obey my command for distribution to one and all, then you will find that I am there, backing you in this work. So, your great master has engaged you all like so many dedicated soldiers. Now you must do relief work in this world of mortality and death. Do relief work. Somehow we have to get Krishna consciousness for ourselves and also carry this news to our neighbors. Mahaprabhu says, whomever you meet, tell him about Krishna, and in this way, save the people. They are all under the influence of eternal mortality. Only this path is relevant to their condition. All other talks are irrelevant. Jaws of death. Everyone is rushing into the jaws of death. This is the sum total of the news of this world. It is the only news. Every second, everyone is entering the jaws of death. This is the real problem. Nothing else. The whole problem, if summarized, will come to this: that every second, every atom here is entering into the jaws of death. This is the great and only danger in the world. So, all other talks are irrelevant to the real problem of life. Try to help them from entering into the jaws of death. This is the only problem in the whole world. Go forth and tell everyone about Krishna. Whatever you do, make them talk about Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Save yourself and prepare yourself for the highest goal. Whenever you meet anyone, wherever you meet anyone, only talk of Krishna. All other talks are irrelevant and redundant. Mahaprabhu says, it is my command. Don't think that if you do this and take the position of Guru, when the people come to honor you, you will forget your own ordinary position, become puffed up with pride, and go to hell. No. I order you, go on. The relief work is there. You can't stand idle as an onlooker. So I say jump, start relief work. I order you to do so, and I shall take whatever responsibility is there. The whole world is dying. So, always, at every second, the real need is Krishna Kata. You will get my association only by obeying my orders and discharging the duty that I am entrusting with you. You will find me there in your obedience of my order, in the discharge of the duty I impose on you. Is it reasonable or not? Every one of us can judge. What will be the relief work to save those in the mortal world? What will give real help to the people? Not clothing them or feeding them. Nothing of the kind. Everyone is dropping down dead. Once, when I was in the Madras mud, someone came and criticized us, saying, "Oh, you're only talking about Krishna and people are dying without food. Don't you mind?" Srila Guru Maharaj is sharing this story. So someone came up to them in the Madras mud. Someone came and criticized them, saying, "Oh, you are only talking about Krishna and people are dying without food. Don't you mind?" And Srila Maharaj said, "No." And then the person said, "The Ram Krishna mission is doing real relief by feeding so many." Oh no. The Ramakrishna mission is doing real relief by feeding so many. If a man dies of starvation, how will he hear you? Where will you get a listener if he dies? First make them live, feed them, and then you can tell him about Krishna. That is super reasonable, right? Now let's hear Srila Guru Maharaja's response. I told him, suppose there's a famine. Is that how you pronounce the word? F-A-M-I-N. Famine. Suppose there's a famine. I have some food. I am distributing that to so many people. There's a great crowd before me. If, while I am distributing food, someone from the crowd flees, what should I do? Should I distribute the food or run to catch him? The other person said, you must distribute the food. That is natural. I said, the crowd is always ready to hear from me about Krishna. Why should I waste my time running after one man? So many people are coming to hear from me about Krishna, and I cannot attend them all. Why should I stop distributing of the nectar and run to catch one man? This is a foolish attempt. We're interested in helping people by distributing Krishna Katha, and we pay no attention to any so-called danger. All are in need of this guidance. You must only engage yourself in Krishna Katha. Go on talking about Krishna and continue with that vibration. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going from Puri to Vrindavan through the jungle path, the elephants, deer, and tigers were chanting, Krishna, Krishna, and dancing. How? His Krishna Katha created such a fine vibration that it entered into the ears of the tigers, deer, and elephants and awakened their hearts. So we can see here a picture of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the jungle. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu created such a fine vibration that the elephants, deer, and tigers were all chanting Krishna, Krishna, and dancing. Mahaprabhu's vibration of Krishna's name was so fine and surcharged with force that the sound entered within the animals and aroused in their hearts the innermost plane which was covered by the elephant's or tiger's body. Just like electricity, the finest current of the holy name of Krishna entered into the hearts of all the animals, and their souls were aroused. And when their souls were awakened, then they began to chant Krishna, Krishna. Everywhere the environment is full of animation, and just as a ray of light penetrates the darkness, in a similar way the vibration of Krishna Katha will strike a chord within the soul and create some inspiration there towards Krishna consciousness. So continue preaching Krishna consciousness. We have no other duty, no other work. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada went the length and breadth of the world with Krishna consciousness. The fact that you have all come here is due to his earnestness. He has gone to the upper world, and so on. In his name we're going on with some sort of transaction. Thus ends chapter 6. I command you, become a guru. Jaya Srila Guru Maharaj. Jaya Sriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. So maybe we should read another one, right?
Initiating spiritual master, since it's Srila Maharaja's holy appearance day today.
And Jai Srila Pavam Janar, Jai Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardhan Maharaj Vyasa Puja Dei ki. Jaya. Alrighty, so yeah. Let's read another one. The initiating a spiritual master. The spiritual master always performs his function from the platform of an intermediate devotee. Whether he comes down from the position of a first-class devotee to do the work of guru, or does so as a bona fide intermediate devotee, because the work of guru is enacted from the intermediate stage, it is the duty of the Madhyama Adhikari to initiate disciples. A spiritual master may be one of three kinds. The first-class guru extends one foot from the spiritual world into the material world and takes souls from here to there. The guru in the intermediate stage is situated here, but he has extended one foot there and he's taken souls to the spiritual world. The lowest class of guru has both feet here, but he clearly sees the highest plane and is trying to take the souls from here to that plane. In this way, we may rightly conceive of three kinds of guru. These are not three stages of Vaishnava, but three stages of guru. A first-class devotee takes the position of an intermediate devotee when he descends to play the role of an acharya, one who teaches by example. He has one leg there in the spiritual world, and by the order of Krishna, he extends another leg here in the material world to do the duty of an acharya. The guru who has one leg here in the material world and extends another leg into the spiritual world is a Madhyama Adhikari, or intermediate devotee. He also discharged the duty of an acharya. The lowest class of acharya has both legs here in the material world, but his vision is towards the spiritual world. He may also do the duty of acharya. These are the gradation of acharyas, and the different stages of Vaishnavas are another thing. They are mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th Canto, Chapter 2. Three kinds of devotees. Archayame vaharaye pujam jaha shathaye hate. Natad bhakteshu chanyeshu sabhakta prakirtaha smritaha. A devotee who faithfully worships the deity, but does not properly respect the Vaishnavas or the people in general, is called a materialistic devotee, and is considered to be in the lowest position of devotional service. This is the lowest class of Vaishnava. The second class of devotee is given also in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th Canto. Ishvaretad adhineshu balisheshu divishatsu cha prema maitri kripopeksha yahakaroti samadhyamaha. The devotee in the intermediate stage of devotional service is called Madhyama Adhikari. He loves the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is a sincere friend to all the devotees of the Lord, shows mercy to the innocent, and disregards the envious. The highest stage of Vaishnavism, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, is described as follows. Sarva bhuteshu ya prasyet bhagavad babam atmanaha bhutani bhagavati admani esha bhagavatottamaha. The first class devotee sees Krishna in everything, and everything within Krishna. These are three stages of devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains these three stages in terms of those devotees who chant the holy name of Krishna. One who has even once heard or uttered the holy name of the Lord may be considered a third class devotee. One who always chants the name of with faith is an intermediate devotee. And the first class devotee is so powerful that whoever sees him will feel the tendency to chant the holy name of Krishna. That is the nature of the highest kind of devotee. The second class devotee may have some mundane touch, but he deprecates this completely and fully attends to his spiritual realization. He is fully engrossed in spiritual life. His attraction for Godhead is there, but he has not fully escaped from the influence of Maya or illusion. Although he is weak, still his attempt to help others is laudable. He has not completely disassociated himself from his mundane nature, but he is conquering it gradually. He is gaining battle after battle and moving towards Krishna consciousness. He has good will. He is a preacher. He has reached the stage just before he finally disassociates himself from this world, takes his final leave, and enters the spiritual world. The neophyte devotee may go to the temple and worship there, strictly following the rules of the scriptures. But as soon as he's outside the temple, he may do anything and everything. In his relations with others, he may not deal in a spiritual way. Scriptural dictations have only a partial influence over him. In his dealings with others, he may have no spiritual principles at all. But the intermediate devotee applies the principles of the scriptures in his ordinary life. From the point of view of the scriptures, he considers who he should make friends with, what sort of trait he should accept from his livelihood, and how he should select his friends. Fight against Maya. When a devotee's social life is also affected and controlled by his spiritual principles, he becomes a second-class devotee. When he adopts such a form of life, he is fit to help others. He won't be affected by foreign, unfavorable association. And because he has already practiced and is settled in that form of life, he knows how to deal with others and keep up his spiritual vitality. Because he has practiced in that way, he can be eligible to initiate disciples. He is qualified to help others because he has already transformed himself in his dealings with the outside environment. He can keep up his standard by fighting with the agents of Maya. He has already proved that he has kept up his spiritual position, so he can be relied upon and entrusted with the power of Acharya. There is still another standpoint by which the qualifications of a devotee have been expressed to us in the revealed scriptures. One whose reliance, regard, and faith is in the Shastra, the scriptures, who attentively observes all the rules and regulations and practices that are found in the scriptures, whose practices and social activities are colored by his faith in God. In an intermediate devotee, and one who acts according to his faith in Krishna in every stage, whatever circumstances there may be, is a first-class devotee. His faith in Krishna is his main guidance. In whatever circumstances he may be in, with body, mind, and soul, in thought, word, and deed, in every way, he does everything for the service of Krishna. He is the topmost devotee of Krishna. So, from these different standpoints, the stages of a devotee, a servant of Krishna, have been expressed to us in the scriptures. How to see Sri Guru. Devotee. Should the disciple conceive of his Gurudev as an Uttama Adhikari situated on the topmost level of devotional service? Pretty good question, huh? Srila Sridhar Maharaja. Yes. And not only should he see his Gurudev as an Uttama Adhikari, a devotee of the highest order, but he will even see Gurudev as the special delegation of the Lord himself, or of his supreme potency. In the Madhurya Ras, he will ultimately see his Gurudev as Radharani's delegation, Sri Rupa Manjari. In this way, there are different visions of our spiritual master. Our vision of our spiritual master varies according to our gradual progress in Krishna consciousness. In the primary stage of devotional service, the order is given to the disciple to see the Guru as Krishna himself. Sakshat Daridvena Samasta Shastraya. Then he will see the Guru as the potency of Krishna. And finally, he will see him as a specific kind of potency of Krishna, according to his inner demand. He will find his spiritual master situated in a particular mood of devotion, either in servitude, friendship, parenthood, or conjugal love. This differentiation will continue until one will see Krishna himself with eternal energy, Svarupa Shakti, within Krishna. Devotee. Some people think that one must be a devotee of the highest order who has descended into this world to act on the second-class platform in order to initiate disciples. They do not accept any gradation of gurus. According to them, one must seek out and take initiation only from the highest kind of guru. Krishna's headache. Srila Maharaj. I also had such an idea at first, but my understanding underwent some transformation and my conception changed. I did not venture to make disciples myself in the beginning. After the departure of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, but I had some transformation through 3 events. Then I came up to take up this work humbly, modestly. The other day, the same question was put to me by one devotee. I told him the story of Krishna's headache. Perhaps you know the story. Do you know the story? Once, when Krishna was in Dwarka, he told Narada Muni that he had been attacked with a severe headache, and the only cure was the feet dust of his devotees. Narada went to so many devotees in Dwarka, but no one came forward to give him any feet dust. They said, "Oh, it's impossible. We can't do that. We can go to hell." Frustrated, Narada returned to Krishna. Krishna said, "Oh, I am suffering very severely now. Have you got any feet dust?" "No, sir. No one was prepared to give feet dust." Narada was benumbed. Krishna told him, "You may try it in Vrindavan." At once, Narada intimated everything to the gopis, and the gopis immediately came with feet dust. They said, "Krishna is suffering? He needs feet dust? Please take our feet dust and go immediately." Narada was astounded. "What is the matter?" he thought. "No devotees will offer Krishna any dust from their feet. But these people are doing it." He told them, "Do you know what is the consequence of your actions?" The gopis replied, "Yeah, eternal hell. We don't care for that. If a slight relief is there for our Lord, that is our only concern." This is one point that came to my mind at that time. And another was this: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Amara Agyaya Guru Hannatarai Desha. On my order, become Guru and deliver the land. So, we should think, I am fallible, but I am confident that what my Guru has given to me is an uncommon, vital, and nectarine thing. And he has asked me to give it to others. It doesn't matter. I shall take the risk. He has ordered me. I am his servant. He will look after me. With this spirit of risk, the disciple will approach the responsibility thinking, I may go to hell, but I must carry out the order of my Gurudev. I may die, but I must carry out the order of my commander. With this spirit, he is to approach the task, and there will be no danger if this consciousness is maintained. But if he deviates from that connection and goes self-seeking for a mundane purpose, he will be doomed. Otherwise, no distraction can touch him. This internal spirit should be maintained, and that is a real qualification of a disciple. Yes, I am ready to die to carry out the order of my Gurudev. I feel that this is nectar, and I must distribute it to others to save them. Ramanuja's secret mantra. There is another example of this spirit of risk. In Ramanuja's case, there was an Alwar, a South Indian guru who had the highest type of mantra. Ramanuja wanted that mantra from him. The Alwar told Ramanuja, if you don't disclose this mantra to anyone, then I shall reveal it to you. What is the meaning of disclose?
Reveal.
So this person wanted Ramanuja to keep it secret. Ramanuja agreed. And with this pledge, Ramanuja approached him and received the mantra. It had already been announced to the public that Ramanuja was receiving that mantra, and so many people were standing outside waiting. They had heard that Ramanuja had accepted this condition and received the mantra from that guru. As soon as Ramanuja came out, the mob that was waiting there impatiently began asking him, what kind of mantra has he given you? What is the mantra? Is it of the highest order that will deliver us all? Ramanuja replied, yes. And then the mob went, then what is it? Ramanuja said, this is the mantra. He gave it out, and his guru chastised him. What have you done? Don't you know what is the result? Ramanuja said, yes, I know, eternal hell. But your mantra cannot be fruitful, so they will be saved, although I may go to hell. If you can take this sort of risk, your guru will bless you, and you cannot be doomed. This sort of risk should be taken by the disciple and only on the force, on the basis of that spiritual inspiration. If he does so, he can never be doomed. The eye of the Lord is there. God is there. Guru is there. He cannot but be saved. They cannot leave him in danger and religious thinking. The person who is carrying out our orders is going to hell. Can they tolerate such a thing? Are our guardians living or are they dead? We must be so much selfless that we can think, I may go to hell, but I must carry out my Guru's order, so through me the work may go on. This sort of conviction is in the process, in the mantra, gives us the strength to carry out the work of Acharya. If I think, this medicine is helping me, I am in the curing process, and this medicine is helping me, then if I see a similar case, I may hand the medicine over to him. Jiva Goswami says, Gyana Shatya Bita Shatya. If I have some money and another person is suffering with no money, if I keep tight my money and he lies fasting without food, then I'll be responsible for his suffering. So, if I have some knowledge, I can help my neighbor. But don't do that. I'll be responsible. By not helping him, I commit an offense against society. Once I asked one doctor, do you know about disease perfectly? Then why do you venture to treat a patient? You have meager knowledge. You don't know his body fully. You treat him and you are wrong. The doctor submitted to me, but an answer came in my mind that if we require every doctor to perfectly know everything about disease, then the whole method of treatment will vanish. Because they are all half knowing and there is not anyone to be found in full knowledge, should this curing process be abolished? It is not possible. Interesting. In good faith, with whatever knowledge we have, we must sincerely help others. In that spirit, one may take up the work of Acharya. Otherwise, he will be blamed. But we must be careful that whenever a guru of superior quality is there, we must help others to accept him. We must not be a trespasser. It is also mentioned in the Hari Bhakti Vilas that when a greater person is available, those of a lower type should not venture to make disciples. Suppose a farmer has fertile land and two kinds of seed. The good seed should be planted first. If the better seed is not available, then ordinary seeds may be sown. For the sake of the harvest, the better seed should be given the first chance. If we are detached, if we are pure in heart, and if we are selfless, the better seed should always be sown first. The lower kind of seed should be withdrawn. So when a higher type of guru is available to any circle, the lower type of guru should not interfere. Lowest of the low. Devotee. We're almost finished. It's like 2 more pages. Yeah. Devotee. But a devotee always thinks of himself as the lowest. So he will always want to take someone to the higher guru. That's what the devotee said. And then Sridhar Maharaja responded, the degree of devotion to Krishna will take us to the point of thinking, I am nothing, I am the lowest of the low. But when the inspiration to act as guru will flow, the necessity to teach will come to us through the order of Krishna. You have to do it. In that case, Krishna wants to do it. It is flow. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Sanatana Krishna's grace is flowing through me to you. It is passing through me, but I don't understand all these words. I feel something like that. I am carrying out my Acharya's order. Being so low, still I have accepted this duty as I have been ordered by my Acharya to do. With this necessity within, one may do the work of an Acharya. It is not only external, but internal also. The Acharya has asked us, go on with the preaching, you're qualified. If you don't do so, then why did I give it to you? As I spread this message, you must also spread it. If one feels such a sincere urge within his heart, he must do that work. If he do not serve society with whatever we have invited from him, then we will be responsible to our Guru. He will chastise us, saying, you have taken so much energy from me, and now you're keeping it within you. You must let this loose to help others. If one gets this sort of inspiration, he should try to fulfill the order. But still, difficulty is there. To become a guru, to capture the position of a guru, the respect of guru, that is one thing. To discharge the duty is another. Sincerity is necessary. This is of course difficult. There is no doubt that it is difficult. If one is unsuccessful, he will be lost, and others will also be lost. In the name of helping others, he will deceive others, if he himself is full of deceit. So, we must be careful about what we have received from our Guru. And we must also take care to see whether we're eligible to discharge this duty, whether we're eligible to do good to others. The trap to capture Guru. Devotee, you can give a spiritual guidance without giving initiation. You can explain what you have heard from your spiritual master to others. So, what is the necessity of giving initiation? Srila Sridhar Maharaja. That is also a trap to catch the Guru. You give instruction on a spiritual life to others. And those that take your instructions will say, I cannot go anyone else. I cannot go to anyone else. I can accept only what I have heard from you. I cannot accept anyone to be Guru other than you. Devotee. But you can say, if you accept me, then I tell you to accept him. Srila Sridhar Maharaj. If he sincerely feels so, he can say, if you have a real faith in me, then I tell you to go to that gentleman. He may say this if he sincerely believes that another person is superior to him. But if he sees that within the society, the constitutional acharya is going down, he will think, how can I recommend this sincere gentleman to connect with him? At that time, he will have to come down himself and take the responsibility of continuing the work of his Guru. It all depends on sincere realization. Thus ends 7th chapter, the initiation in spiritual master. The initiating a spiritual master, yes. And we will continue tomorrow the chapter called Separation from Sri Guru. Jai Sri Guru and His Grace Ki Jai. Jai Srila Sridhar Maharaj Ki Jai. Now let's chant Hari Haraya Devi. Easily.
Thank you.
Epa.
I keep sneezing. I hope I'm okay.
You keep business.
Yeah. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govinda Shrimati Sudhana.
Gopal Govinda Ram Shrimati Sudhana.
Gihari Gopinatha Madanamaha.
Giridhari Gopinatha Madanamaha. Jaya Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Oh, Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Gaurachandra Ju Giriraj Ju ki Jai. Jai Vishupad Paramahamsa Paribrajacharya Varishatara Satasisima Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jaya Vishupad Paramahamsa Paribrajacharya Varishatara Satasisima Bhakti Raksak Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jaya Vishupad Paramahamsa Paribrajacharya Varishatara Satasisima Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanu Guru Varga ki Jai. Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Jai Nanta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Baladeva Srila Vidya Bhusana ki Jai. Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shamananda Srinivasacharya Narottam Das Thakur ki Jai. Jai Saparsada Shinitananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Saparsada Shriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Jai Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj ki Jai. Jai Shri Krishna Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinasha Makunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Shura Bhakta Bigna Shri Sinhadeva ki Jai. Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Vishwarenya Srila Isi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Kolkartos ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission ki Jai. All the unassembled devotees ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Pavan Janara Maharaj Vyasa Puja ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtana ki Jai. Divya Shakti Didi ki Jai. Braja Didi ki Jai. Damodar Prabhu ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hariyo Jai. All the online devotees ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Neo Flores. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in today with us. Beautiful Shravanam service, Kirtanam service. We move forward. Haribo. I don't know either, but Hare Krishna.